What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Goku Runner Talks Tuesday channel. And today we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about Wolverine-like healing for my ankle. We're going to talk about the Houston Marathon, some Rocky Raccoon, and a lot more. So we'll also have the question. We'll also have the question of the day, which we'll talk about in about 10 seconds. All right, another Tuesday. It is quite late today, just about 20 minutes until 10 o'clock. So if you guys are here, I'm glad you are with me. And we're gonna go with the question of the day. And that is this one right here. So the question of the day is: have you ever broken a bone, and what bone did you break? So if you guys followed my last live stream, I was quite sad. I was quite sad. I got news that I got a fracture just by doing something stupid like walking down and stepping on some flip flops and twisting my ankle pretty bad. And I'm telling you what, it hurt. It hurt a lot. And it's not fun to break something. And, I got it confirmed by the doctors, the radiologists. They said that I had a fracture and I was a little scared. And then my doctor, well, not my doctor, he's a friend of mine happens to be the doctor at the urgent care that I go to. So he called me up and he was like, you know what, Jeremy, it's not too bad. And I was like, okay, that's a lot better than what I was hearing because the other nurse practitioner, well, his nurse practitioner was telling me I might have a lot of other damage. So, and it was hurting. It was hurting a lot, but there has been some movement on that issue, and we'll talk about that in a little bit later after we get through to that topic. So, let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions too. If you have a question for me, let me know. I'll answer that. And if you have an answer to the question of the day, which is what bone have you broken on your body if you ever broken a bone? I've broken my ribs. I've broken my tibia over here recently. I've broken my thumb. One time I was playing basketball and I was trying to intercept the ball, and the ball hit my thumb directly on, bent my first digit, the first tarsal right here, out, and carpal, and bent it out, and I dislocated my thumb. Hurt, lots of blood. Went to the emergency room, and got that fixed. So those are the only things I've broken. So the ribs twice, my thumb, and now my ankle. So pretty painful. The next topic is training. How's it been going? So not much running because I can't run. I have been on, you know, the first couple of days hurt a lot, and I couldn't move around. But I started wearing my boot. My boot got me to move around. I was using the crutches at first, but then I kind of noticed like it doesn't hurt that bad if I put a little bit of pressure on it, and which I know probably shouldn't be doing putting a lot of pressure on my ankle, but I was doing that, and I was like, let me go to the gym. So I went to the gym because I told you guys that my girlfriend was telling me my muscles are feeling soft. They're looking smaller. She's like, you could fit into shirts again. It's a good thing because that's the big thing about having huge arms. Because at one point my arms were like 18 inches. My biceps. They're probably like a good 16, 17 now. Probably 17. Probably 17. But I was having trouble finding shirts to wear. Like if I had to wear short sleeve shirts that didn't stretch, there's no way I'm wearing those shirts just because my arms were huge. Not because of fat, but because of muscle. I am a guy that loves to go to the gym, do a lot of that thing. I was a hybrid athlete before hybrid athlete was a huge term, but I've been going back to the gym, started lifting again, got back on the bench, and I was what's it called? I realized real quick that I need to build back up. It's like running. Like you can't go out there and run a 5 minute mile off the bat, and I can't be lifting 315 pounds right off the bat. So I'm back down to 185 for 5x5, in the gym, which is good. That's where I'm going to start, and that's where I could increase 5 pounds every week and get that higher to what I want to get to eventually is 405 one day. Let's get to the comments. The comments are saying, Bruce Wayne, welcome here. I've broken an elbow, wrist, and toe. An elbow. I feel like an elbow would hurt pretty bad. Just you must be doing some kind of skateboarding or something, doing that. Wrist, yeah, again, that's got to suck too. The bad thing about my injury is it's on my right foot, so that really stopped me from driving. It stopped me from, well, basically driving, but it stopped me from driving because that's my dominant foot. I need that foot to drive. The second day after I broke it, I ordered pizza. That's how good my recovery's been going. But I ordered pizza, and I was like, I can break with because breaking is the hard part, right? It was breaking, you had to put a little bit of pressure. I was breaking with my left foot, kind of like if you guys drive standard, you need to brake with your left foot. I never drove standard, but that's from what I hear that you do. And yeah, did that. Driving is dangerous. Don't do it. Don't do it if you're hurt. I've never broken a rib, but I have had a NUS procedure. I do not know what a NUS procedure is. Let's go look it up. NUS procedure. All right. NUS procedure is a minimally invasive surgical technique used to correct pectus excavatum. All right. So basically, his breastbone was caved in, and they broke it, I'm assuming, to fix it. Pretty cool. I know my buddy had something very similar. One of my best friends. So you got a lot of similarities to my best friend Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne says he did that injury to his wrist, his elbow, and toes. Wrist, elbows, knee. If you only broke your knee. Isn't that a song? Wrist, elbows, knees, and toes, knees and toes. They didn't break. So they didn't break. They didn't. I've broken an elbow, wrist, and toe. They didn't break. Fracture, and break is the same thing. They're the same thing. Different words, same thing. So there you go. Fracture and broken, same thing. So training has basically been the gym. I've been doing cold plunge a lot. Been enjoying it. I tried like 44 degrees, which was pretty cold, and I didn't enjoy that. I was only able to stay there for 2 minutes, but I feel like right now for my body and what I'm feeling at the cold plunge, 48 is pretty good. 48 degrees in the cold plunge. Stay there for about 4 minutes, and it feels good. Like when you're in a cold plunge, you get into it. Things get cold, things get numb, but I think it's helping me heal a little bit. Getting so cold, like after the cold plunge, I feel like I could jump up and down and run a marathon. But I really like the cold plunge, so I'm doing 30 days of that, and that should be fun. So let's talk about Wolverine-like healing abilities. So if you guys know Marvel, Wolverine, X Factor, I forgot what they call his healing abilities, but anyway, my brothers are more into Marvel and comic books. I read their books, their comic books every once in a while, but not all the time. But Wolverine, I feel like I'm good. Like right now, I'm not even wearing I should wear my boot, but the boot, man, it is so annoying to put on. It's got Velcros on there. It takes about 5-6 minutes, and I actually feel like it hurts more when I walk around my boot just because it's so rigid and it's putting pressure on the point that actually is hurting. So right now, I have no boot on. I have no boot on. I've been walking around. I've been driving. I've been doing everything. Is it slowing down my healing process, or maybe I'm healed already? I don't know. But I feel so good and I feel so confident in how my ankle feels right now that I've downgraded myself. Sorry about that. That shouldn't be going off. I've downgraded myself to the half marathon at the Houston Marathon, and I might do the Houston half marathon and just walk it. I feel that good, but I'm not going to be dumb about it. I know you guys are like, you're an idiot for wanting to do a half marathon after you broke a bone. I am going to get imaging next week, and if the doctors say that I'm good to go, just simple walking. There is a little bit of running involved, like the first, I think 7 miles. It's not heavy running. It's a 13:44 pace, so I will have to keep that pace up to 7 miles, and after 7-8 miles, you split off from the half marathon, and you could go a 24-minute walking pace for that portion because there's a 4 hour 30-minute limit. You just have to be able to hit the cutoff point at mile 7 with the marathoners. So that's why you could slow down after mile 8. So I might just do that. Cross your fingers. We'll see. So that's how good my ankle is feeling. Like on a scale of 1 to 10 on the pain scale, right now I'm at a 0. I feel it every once in a while. Like I do feel something's not right with my tibia, but I feel pretty good. Let's go to the comments. Oh, they didn't break his ribs when they fixed his pectus excavatum. Okay, gotcha. They didn't break it. They didn't my rib to connect it. I know fracture and break are the same thing. All right, making sure. Good. The toe fracture was from dropping a tire on it. Yeah, doing crazy. I actually broke a toe too. I forgot about that. I broke a toe because I was wearing Vibram 5 fingers on the trails, and there's no toe protection. So if you're running in shoes and you hit your foot, you're spreading the impact across, pretty much all of the toes and basically through the shoe. But when you're running in Vibram 5 fingers, your toes are exposed and you hit a root, you kick it. You're literally kicking it on, and that toe is taking the full impact. And I did that one time. I was running, hit a root, and it broke. I broke my toe, so that sucks. Breaking stuff sucks. Like my toe, when I broke my toe, it was very painful, and I was definitely in a boot longer than I was with this fracture that I have. So I'll definitely get imaging. We'll see what's going on. The toe fracture was from dropping a tire. Yeah, these things that happen to us a lot of times. At least the skiing accident one was pretty cool, right? You could tell a cool story from that. But me, doing just normal day activities and breaking a bone was not a good story. I wish it was like saving a baby from whatever. But there you go. So that's my Wolverine healing like abilities. Maybe I'm healed. Maybe all the cold plunge has fixed me. We'll figure it out next week after I get some imaging from my doctor. Houston Marathon. So Houston Marathon, like I said, I might do the half marathon, might not, but I will be out there regardless. I will be out there cheering if I can't run, and I also will be there on Friday. So Friday, the Houston Marathon is actually putting me up in a hotel, and I'm going to help them out with their live stream. So they're going to be interviewing all the pro athletes, and they want me. They said they see what I do over here on my YouTube channel with the YouTube lives, and they were like, "We want you to help us out as a like a almost like support part." Which I was like, I literally press play or I literally press record on here, and that's it. Like I make sure the microphone's working, the camera is working, but as far as my IT knowledge on all of this, it's not like super high. I could probably help if they have some problems, but I feel like the IT techs that are already there and who are paid to do it probably have more knowledge than me. But I am going to be out there. I want to check out what they're doing. So I'll be out there Friday. I'll be out there Saturday. I'll be out there Sunday. I'll for sure do the 5K, but the marathon, half marathon, those are something that I probably won't do. Like the 5K, I could walk that totally, but the half marathon, there's going to be a little bit of running if I can do some running. But and I'm taking it easy on my leg, not doing any jumping jacks or anything. So hopefully that heals. Rocky Raccoon. I'm thinking of dropping down to the 100K and see how. And like again, this is all dependent on imaging. If my imaging shows that I'm just being stupid, I should I should be in a boot or a cast. Then I'm gonna do that. But I was talking to somebody too, and they were like, my grandpa said if if you could, listen to your body basically, and if your body's telling you that you could do something, you should do it. Like I feel like the healing process is made better if I'm able to do some movement. And I went to medical school too a long time ago, and yeah, it's all about the imaging. We'll figure it out. Comments here, Bruce Wayne. What is the weather expected to be? Good question. I've been getting some comments on Instagram. I posted an old video of myself giving 5 tips to the Houston Marathoners and telling them what to do because a lot of people have lots of questions, and I from for every year I kept seeing the same questions on Facebook. So I was like, on my YouTube channel, I'm going to make a basic, pretty much an FAQ on the most on the most common 5 questions that people ask. And I did that. And back then, I also said in that video, if you watch it on my Instagram, I said my goal for the marathon was to do a 4:30 or better, which is beat Oprah. And I think I got like a 4:21 that year, which is my fastest marathon. And I was looking so much more skinnier. I was like, man, Jeremy, what happened to you? Ultra marathons is what happened to me. So there you go. But the weather is supposed to be cold because people have been asking me questions too. Uh, they're saying what to do when it gets cold. Definitely, if you're at a race, what I do, the best tip that I give people is bring a huge, like one of those garbage bags that you use for leaves. Like bring that and like cut out a little portion of for your hole. Cut out a little hole for your head, and put that garbage bag over you. Don't put any armholes. And man, you'll be surprised at how much heat you retain when you're just sitting in the crowd with just that on. It's gonna help you out a lot. I mean, you can wear some old clothing too, but that plastic bag around you is like a sauna whenever you put it on. So that's what I suggest to people to do. And my brother, if you guys know my brother, my oldest brother, his tip, this is what he does in the crowds, is he gets a Gatorade bottle with the large mouth, right? So he has the garbage bag on, and he'll drink his Gatorade. So he's like fully hydrated before the race. And if he needs to go to the restroom, he will just be in the crowd with a garbage bag, stick the Gatorade bottle with the large mouth over there, and do his thing. Nobody knows he's peeing. When he's done, tosses the bottle over to the side or to the garbage can, and you're good to go. So that's another pro tip. I shared that on my Instagram last year. I've never done it personally, but my oldest brother John, he does it. He does that all the time, which is funny. The toe fracture was from dropping a tire on the toe. What's the weather expected to be like? Yeah, so it's expected to be pretty cold. Let me go ahead and look what the weather is expected to be over in Houston, because I haven't been looking because I really wasn't expecting to run the race. So 10 days. Let's see if it's even getting cold. So the race is on the 15, 16. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. Looks like it's in the 50s on Thursday. That's as far as my 10-day. Oh no, right here. It shows Sunday, 40 degrees and 59 degrees with a low of 40 degrees. Looks like it may be raining. So chance of rain, 50%. So probably gonna rain, pretty cold. That's some pretty miserable running temps. Like I don't mind rain when it's warmer, and I don't mind cold at all. But the combination of the two sometimes isn't the best. But I've done it. So there you go. Bruce Wayne, he says he should leave bottle at the hydration station. Well, at the crowd, because everybody's dropping everything. I mean, the correct thing is to do that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. He should either throw it away or leave it. Definitely just find a trash can. I think that's the best thing. Nobody wants to pick up your pee bottle that you peed in. Kenneth Loy, if you guys haven't watched the podcast that he was on, I know my audio was messed up. I couldn't use a microphone, but I thought that was a good podcast that I had. And if any of you guys want to be on my podcast, contact me on the gokurunner@gmail.com. We can set up a podcast. Anybody, like if you are just a normal person, that's who I want to talk to. I want to talk to the back of the Packers like me. I want to talk to the speedies like Hayden Lightfoot, which I'll have eventually on the podcast. But I want to talk to everybody, and I am enjoying these podcasts. For myself, I think a younger Jeremy would be very intimidated. Even Jeremy from 5 years ago would probably be very intimidated about doing podcasts and having to talk to somebody for an hour straight. But now that I've been doing it, I've been enjoying it, getting to know people, and like the person that I did a podcast with Cameron the other day. She's one of my like subscribers that has followed me, and I met her out at different like races or events, and it's usually a hi, hey Goku, what's going on? Talk to me for like a minute, and then that's it. So it's good to talk to somebody and get to know a little bit more about these people that I meet all the time. I mean, if you're a subscriber, that's awesome. If you're not a subscriber, I've had some people reach out to me also that haven't been subscribers, and it's been great. Kenneth Lloyd says the Clydesdales. Yes, Kenneth and I are Clydesdales. Not only Clydesdales, I call us Super Clydesdales because I I remember I joined a half marathon back in the day, and they had a Clydesdale division, right? So I was like, cool, I could probably do well. But Clydesdale start at 195 and above. I was like, man, that's not fair. I was like 230 at the time. I was like, I'm 230. I can't beat a guy who's 195. So I feel like even in Clydesdale's divisions, they should have super division and regular Clydesdale. So it's just a lot more fair. Bruce Wayne says, do you know who Tyler Spears is? I do not. I can look it up. Is he Britney Spears' brother? Tyler Spears. Probably not because he spelled it differently. Tyler Spears won a 5K by swapping with my twin. Is that the guy you're talking about? He did a 5K. He swapped with his twin to win it. I guess he's a YouTuber as well. So yeah, that's not that cool. But anyway, I'll look up more on Tyler Spears for next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. It's late. I'm actually going to try to go and hit the gym after this because I want me some more muscles. And I hope you guys have a great night. Hope you guys are training for whatever you're training for. And I hope you guys are doing well. So, yeah, I'll check out his YouTube channel. I did see that does he have a twin? It looks like he has a twin, and he cheated at a 5K, which already puts me off on a bad taste in my mouth about his channel. So we'll check him out. But that's me for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, keep on doing these. Peace.